Damn. Damn. That was that was a game worth talking about, man. Listen, game of two halves, Liverpool 3, Yokohama FM 1. And listen, it was just a bizarre game, but the pitch was awful. It was difficult to even get into rhythm and stuff like that. But we had some really good goals, some really good performances. Things we'll talk about in the first half, but on my life, we have to talk about Rio and Trey, bro. The Star Boys are going mad with it. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you smash that like button below as well and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. First of all, Chelsea, thank you. Chelsea Football Club, thank you. Thank you so much. Rio is an alien. He's an alien. He's an alien. Yeah, he's an alien. You see, to be that confident to beat the man 1v, to beat your man 1v1. Pause. You know what I'm saying? To be that confident, because listen, I know it makes sense to start with the first half, but we're gonna start with the second half. We're starting with the second half just because of the young G's that were shining. We are celebrating the young G's today. Rio came on and gave he didn't give a monkeys, bro. He didn't give a monkeys. First touch out of his feet, cuts inside. He makes it seem like he's about to go, he's about to square it, then he cuts it back the other way, and the defender hey, listen, the way the defenders were spinning and dancing, you met the defenders break dancing, bro. This kid is crazy. As I said, if his end product improves even a little bit, then we have a player. I don't think you guys understand how much of a player we actually have on our hands. And for me, the composure to kind of just, again, through his goal, to just cut in, beat the player, take an extra touch, just delay it a little bit, then just put it bottom corner low and hard so the keeper can't get to it. Again, on a pitch that was so difficult to even dribble on, for him to make it so seamless was absolutely incredible. Rio, unreal stuff from Rio, man. I generally such a joy to watch at 16 years of age doing this thing. England, like it's like the next generation is in great hands. It really is in great hands, and I'm really happy with that. You've got Max Dowman, you know, doing his thing at Arsenal. You've got Ethan Wanyeri, you got Trey Nyoni, we've got Rio Ngumoha, I think that's how you say his name as well. And you've got a few more talents coming through, just to name a few as well, man. So it's really good to see England's future looks to be in like really, really, really good hands, man. For real. And then especially the way, for me, even though I feel like his left foot shot has to go across the keeper, bro, to even get himself into the position. It doesn't matter what position he's in. It doesn't matter if it looks like there's no space. He creates the space of his body, thinks he's dribbling, and unreal for a kid his age. And then, of course, we've got to talk about Trey. Composure. That's one word, the word that I associate with Trey. Mr. Composure. That's his new name now. Mr. Composure. Trey Composure. You know what I'm saying? T10. Don't chat to him. Talk to him nicely, innit? Talk to him nicely. So confident on the ball. Never looks like he's going to lose the ball. In the final third, in the first third, in the middle of the park, under pressure, and he has a goal in him. He's composed in front of goal. You see his finishing at youth level was dumb. It's a joke. You see his finishing, the way he treats, the way he moves is crazy. And the goal, Haaland-esque. Do you see how high his foot was? Haaland-esque. Oh man. Oh, we're in good hands, man. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right, man. We are gonna be all right. Generally speaking, we're gonna be all right. Because the finish from Trey, even the cross from Frimpong, and we're gonna speak about Frimpong in a minute, but the finish from Trey was unreal. Unreal for him to get his foot that high, acrobatic, and still again at 1-1, key moment in the game to go and get his goal. Really, really happy for Trey. Again, technically very superior. One of our proper technical midfielders coming through, man. Absolutely delighted with his performance as well, man. I said he needs to be shooting more, and he goes and gets himself a goal. So obviously he heard what I was saying. Trey, I know you heard what I was saying, dog. I know you heard me when I said you need to shoot more, bro. Shoot more. Believe in your ability, bro. I know you can strike the ball. Disgusting ball striker, man. So, yeah, man. Excellent from Trey. Absolutely excellent from Trey. And obviously, Frimpong and McAllister come on more the senior side of things, and they were absolutely excellent. McAllister showing everyone else how it's done in the midfield. You know, I look at Frimpong and the way he didn't put a foot wrong, man. Frimpong in that second half was unreal. He was causing all sorts of havoc on that right wing, and the Mr. Whippy for the goal, the Mr. Whippy for Trey's goal, disgusting cross. Really, really impressive Frimpong's performance. So impressed. If we're gonna speak about obviously some of the negatives, though, obviously, of course, it was a quiet first half. Salah was providing a lot, but it was a quiet first half. I think Gakpo wasn't his usual self, and I know it's probably just getting into the motion of things, which is something I understand as well. Ekatike, I think, didn't get too much of the ball. I had no problems with him technically, but I feel like he was a bit underwhelming at times. But he had a good effort at the front post where he improvised really well. But we'll have to see more when it comes to Hugo. I don't worry about him too much, though. It's his first game, so I won't really look into it too much. Obviously, again, the pitch was absolutely horrible. So, I do hear that one. Another one as well, I feel like Wirtz was okay. He was okay. He got his goal, and I'm really happy that he got his goal. He's off the mark now in terms of preseason anyway. He's off the mark. And, he got his goal. So I feel like in terms of his all-round performance, it wasn't as good as it was against Milan. But that's fine as well. I don't think that's a crazy issue. Another one I think we'll talk about for me is Konate and Mamardashvili. I do have slight worries about them. Konate obviously getting into the thick of things. He still is very, very clumsy moments. Very clumsy moments. And I think that's something we're going to need to have a look at going forward. Hopefully it's fine going into the season. I still think we need one more centre-back. And of course, Mamardashvili's kicking was a bit off. But again, I'm going to put that down to the pitch for Mamardashvili. But just generally speaking, in general, like that first half was underwhelming at times. I think Sobo was okay at the start of the game, but as the half went on, it seems like he was chasing shadows and stuff. Bradley was okay. It wasn't moved. So the first half was very underwhelming compared to a very exciting second half. But I do feel like, again, this is what I did say before anyone starts fighting me in the comments. I do feel like this preseason for the senior players is being used as fitness, and for the younger players, it's being used to establish yourself into the team. So you're going to see more, I think, from some of the younger players as opposed to some of the senior players. That's what I would say. And I made a point in the watch along that, you got to give it to the players to kind of get up and go again after the disaster that's happened with Diogo Jota. I think, people forget that it's been 3.5 weeks. It's only been 3.5 weeks since the tragedies actually happened. And it felt like it's been longer than that just because I think it hasn't been spoken about as much. But it's only been 3.5 weeks. It's not been a long time. And again, a great tribute from the fans as well. From the fans from Yokohama, Yokohama, sorry, I've said the name wrong, on the 20th minute for their applause. And it takes a lot for the players to get up and go again, especially only 3.5 weeks after it's happened. So, let's not forget that as well. It's not been very long. It's really not been very long. I think it's very easy to forget because it's football and things move on, but you don't forget these things, and it's still very, very raw. It's going to be a lot more raw for the players as well as somebody share their dressing room with every day. They're going to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to the game, of course, for me, really impressive Trey, Frimpong, McAllister. Curtis Jones was decent as well. Obviously, Rio, of course, being the star boy. And Curtis was good, man. Curtis didn't hold on to the ball for too long. I liked what Curtis was doing, especially for the goal. Really, really good from Curtis for the goal, for the flick as well. So, yeah, man. Well, listen, we'll see how we do against Bilbao. We'll see how we do against Bilbao, and then we'll go from there, man. But listen, Rio, Trey, we're in good hands, man. If you made it this far, drop a comment, like, subscribe, and let us know what you guys think, man.